To understand how this will impact the distribution of food, we need to understand how our food system operates. The food we eat today travels vast distances from where it originates. In our grocery stores, most of our dairy travels from Wisconsin, California, and New York. Our fruit and vegetables from Florida, California, and Washington. Hawaii and Puerto Rico are the only regions that grow coffee. The state of Hawaii imports 90% of the food it consumes. Our meat comes from the Midwest and the South, fed by corn grown in the West and Midwest. We import 79% of our fish and shellfish. The average carrot travels 1,800 miles, the tomato 1,500 miles, lettuce 1,800 miles, garlic 1,800 miles, and corn 1,400 miles. The majority of food growth, production, and distribution in the United States is controlled by a handful of corporations. This will make it very easy for the government to nationalize food production and distribution, which they will do immediately. As with oil, the military will be given priority, followed by government agencies. They will try to ration food, but the process will be chaotic. It will take months to organize, and when citizens are faced with empty shelves, they will revolt. Martial law will be implemented in an attempt to maintain order, but it will be met with such violent resistance that society will either break down completely or the military will be deployed within our borders. Canada will strengthen security at the border to stop the flow of U.S. citizens fleeing chaos. During World War II, rationing was considered a patriotic duty in support of the war effort. Gas, food, and clothing were rationed. People who stored excess food were accused of hoarding and were prosecuted for exceeding ration limits. It is possible that, despite our efforts to protect ourselves, the government will attempt to confiscate stored food. And as occurred during the Great Depression, when the government and the Federal Reserve demanded that all physical gold and gold stock be returned to the government, they may demand the same from us. Banks will be closed for a bank holiday, which will prevent us from withdrawing our money, which will be worthless anyway. Today's society is not the civil, patriotic society of the 1940s, joined together by a common cause. The aftermath of riots, looting, and general civil unrest may result in a system much like the old Soviet Union, a subsistence-level military state. It will take years for America to recover and generations to return to any level of affluence.